Queues began to form at the ROC's petrol stations yesterday evening, following news of national strike action by road hauliers in Spain next week and rising fuel prices due to the war in Ukraine. Today was no different, with the Royal Gibraltar Police having to deploy extra officers to manage the disruption. Traffic diversions were put in place at Morrison's, directing all customers to enter the car park via Harbour Views Road instead of the regular entrance. Although the queues themselves moved fairly quickly, they continued to form and reform at petrol stations across Gibraltar from the morning into the afternoon. We've spoken to a number of people here this morning. Some people were already worried about the possibility of fuel shortages, while others, while making a regular petrol stop, have been surprised at the level of queues.
Last night I heard of the queues and I had to take out my own bike and car just to fuel up. And luckily I didn't get the queue, but I saw it was this morning and all. But I thought I'd just go anyways and see hopefully if I don't get that much. And I haven't gotten that much.
We're going to Spain for a couple of days on Sunday, so I thought it was better to fill up now and not risk not having enough diesel to go to Spain. I've actually got an electric car, so in Gib it's okay.
Let's fill up the tank before I stay without fuel. If that's the case, I'm not sure if it would get to that or not.
And is this the first petrol station you've tried this morning? Have you seen queues in others?
I've been riding around looking for petrol stations and they're all as bad as each other, yeah.
All of them are pretty much the same as this, to be honest. Yeah.
And are you concerned about the worry of fuel shortages due to the strike action in Spain? Is that the reason that you're here? Is it just a regular stop?
No, to be honest, it's a regular stop, but I do see it going worse from here. So I think maybe walking will have to be the next mode of transport.
A spokesperson for GibOil said the company is monitoring the oil market, where prices are changing by the hour, adding it's having to push up its own prices daily to reflect this, as are other sellers. However, they said Spain has pushed up prices quicker than Gibraltar, where some local sellers have wanted to mitigate the rate of increase, making Gibraltar's petrol stations more attractive for Spanish drivers. As an example, GBC understands the price for unleaded fuel at a petrol station in Estepona in the past 24 hours was approximately €2 per litre, whereas in Gibraltar it's been €135 to €140 per litre. So, given the volatile global situation and the increase in demand locally, are concerns over supply warranted? GibOil told us that there's no threat to continuity of supply with diesel, as this is supplied by sea. However, on unleaded fuel, it says it's monitoring the situation and will keep the public updated. A spokesperson said the company needs to ensure it keeps enough stock for the public sector, especially the emergency services, adding there is a possibility it could have to close some of its pumps to the public in order to prioritize these. It says it normally keeps 3 to 4 days' supply of unleaded fuel, but the demand has been much higher over the past 24 hours. GibOil says it worked hard to get in more unleaded fuel ahead of the weekend, with a large container full at its terminal, just in case its other stocks run dry.